you waiting for in terms of investing in small caps? What's going on with the small caps? Why isn't anyone looking at small caps? Well, I'll tell you why no one is looking at small caps. They're not looking at small caps because everyone else is not looking at small caps. Okay, you need to start focusing on what's important. You need to realize where the value is. Where is the value? Well, the value are with the small caps. Frankly, I will tell you this. The Russell 2000 is slightly negative, around minus 0.7 to minus 1.9% year to date, depending whether the dividends are included or not. Okay. Analysts noted strong June performance. So what is it that we don't like about the small caps? It shouldn't be. We should want to actually look at small caps a lot more. But instead, we aim not to. But instead, we look at the usual suspects. We look at the large caps, right? Because why are we looking at the large caps? Because this is where the action is. No, no. I do not believe so. I believe that you need to focus on what nobody else is buying. Now, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why I think this makes sense. I'm going to talk about, first of all, what are small caps? What's going on with the valuation? What's going on with their performance? I'm going to give you a bunch of names, right? And then I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, how are they performing versus the tech stocks? Because that's what you're looking for, right? You want to find an opportunity because that's where everything is. The opportunity is where we buy when everybody else is selling. Let's take a look at small caps. Give me 5 minutes and I'm going to give you some great opportunity in small caps. Why? Because no one is looking at them. No one is looking at small caps. And you want to know what's going on? I'm going to tell you what's happening. Okay, year to date, the Russell 2000 is underperforming the S&P 500. Yes, my friends. I mean, if you look at some of the number, the S&P 500, right? If you take a look at the large caps, right? Everybody is familiar with these companies, which is basically really driven by 10 companies like the Amazon and the Nvidia of the world, right? So basically, what we're looking at is large caps. The large caps are the small caps underperforming the large cap. There's money to be made here. Let me show you. The S&P 500 is up 18% this year, while the Russell 2000 is down 1.9%. The small caps are down 8 to 9%. There's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity in actually investing in small caps. And look at it. Look at this number. The S&P 500 is up 16 to 18%. The Russell 2000 minus 0.7 to minus 1.9%. And the small cap 600 is down 8% to 9%. I'm going to show you 5 reasons. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think there's opportunities here. Why first of all investing in small caps? That's reason number 1. Because right now no one is looking at them. Because right now everybody is focusing on Nvidia. The way to make money in the stock market is to buy when everybody else is selling and to sell when everybody else is buying. Right. Second, they have extremely low valuation. Meaning, if you take a look at the P ratio, the P ratio is very small. The P very small when you compare to the average P ratio of the S&P 500. Third, they have a weak performance this year. Yes, they are underperforming the S&P 500. Small caps are now underperforming mega cap stocks by the largest margin in history. The small caps are underperforming the mega cap tech stocks by the largest margin in history. That is when you make money. You make money when nobody else is buying. Why do you want to invest in small caps? I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should take a look at the small caps. Okay. First of all, there is low valuation. Right now, they are grossly undervalued, with the average PE being much, much less than the 37 for the S&P 500. Two, the weak performance this year. S&P, the small caps have underperformed this year. If you want to make money in the stock market, you need to get and look at the small caps. Why you want to look at small caps? It's very simple. Small caps are now, listen to me, just give me 5 seconds. Small caps are now underperforming mega cap stocks by the largest margin in history. 5 reasons why you should take a look at scalps. Small caps, low valuation, weak performance, great selection, and basically the small caps are now underperforming the mega cap tech stocks by the largest margin in history. The largest margin in history, what are you waiting for? Right? Now is the time to get into small caps. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because essentially if you take a look at the performance of the S&P 500 this year, it is up 16 to 18%, right? But that's because everybody's buying, well, everybody's buying back again. Don't forget it did this and it went down and went back up again. But for the Russell 2000, which are small caps, are basically corporations with less than $2 billion in market cap. They are down 0.7 to 1.9%. And the small cap 600 down 8 to 9%. Now, what you're going to say, well, what's going on? Why is a divergence? These are the reason why no one is buying them right now. One, small caps are more sensitive to high borrowing costs. And right now, I will tell you that rates in the US are the highest across the world. That's the reason why no one is taking a look at small caps. Large caps benefited from Fed policy. The sector composition, when you look at S&P 500, it's mostly technology, healthcare, consumer staples. Small caps, it's industrials, it's financials, and it's regional banks. A little bit boring and hit harder by the policy shift. But small caps right now are currently trading at historically large discount versus a large cap in forward PE. So the small caps are here and the S&P is here. Now obviously everybody wants to buy Nvidia, but it's too late. You don't make money by buying what's already being bought. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to be looking for the next Nvidia. Good luck on that. Good luck on looking for their next Nvidia. And this is what I want for my subscribers. I want you to join this channel, so I do the work for you. I look for opportunity, which this is what we're going to be talking about today. But I'm also looking for the risk in the stock market. Okay, so you need to realize that because small caps are so cheap versus a large cap, that is what you should be focusing. You should be focusing on buying small companies, meaning companies that have market capitalization of less than $2 billion. Why do you want to buy the S&P? Well, because everybody else is buying and it's up. Yes, but it's expensive and it's volatile, right? You want to buy things that nobody buys because it is cheap. And I have a list of names that I want to tell you about. If you just give me the opportunity, I will give you the opportunity. For example, take a look at Google Cloud Technology, which is a business to business, right? It's a business. Google Cloud Technology is business to business. They're basically competing with Amazon. They're competing with FedEx, but except that they are transporting large items. So GCT is very cheap stock right now. VMC, very cheap stock, and I will put them in the comments after. VMC is US infrastructure, very cheap. WGS, diagnosis, small company stocks. You want to take a look at small companies. CALM, CALM, it's a food company. Small stock, small cap. And because of, you know what's interesting in that? What's interesting is that all of these companies that I'm going to give you 7 of them. All of these companies are trading very cheaply. And that's where you make money in the stock market. When nobody's looking. You want to buy when nobody wants to buy. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to give you 7 stocks that I'm finding very interesting in the small cap. So 3 things. First, subscribe to this channel because I'm looking for opportunity for my subscribers, and I'm looking and take a look at my Patreon channel because all that information is in the Patreon channel. Second, take a look at the small caps. Why? Because they are underperforming right now. They're underperforming S&P. They're underperforming the mega tech stocks by the largest margin in history. 3, you also want to understand that they are very cheap from a P perspective, from a valuation perspective. So what I've done for you, don't forget to subscribe, is I have selected 7 stocks that have low P, growth, almost no debt. So let's go through the list together. So the first name is GCT, which is a business to business transport logistic company. You know, when you have a big furniture, you want to move from one place to the other, that's what they do. It's boring. It's not like AI and all that. AI is done. It's already happening. If you're not on it, you missed the boat. 2, VMC. Wow, what a great company. What a great company. You know what they do? It's infrastructure. If tomorrow Trump's decide to spend some money on roads and bridges for the US, right? That stock is the number 1. That's a number 1 in the US. VMC. Remember that name. Just write it down, whatever. I'm giving you gold here. WGS, diagnosis. All of these stocks are in my free Patreon channel. Okay, WGS, they do diagnosis. Calm, CALM, that's a food company. Of course, you gotta have some gold. Okay, so let's buy IDR, which is a gold company, very cheap. DRD, another gold company, very cheap. Let's take some oil and gas, PNRG. You could go shopping. You could go shopping with small company stocks right now. Why? Because no one is buying them. But why? Why isn't anyone getting involved in stock? Well, because right now, unfortunately, if you're small company stocks, you are very sensitive to interest rates. Right? And what's happening is rates being so high, believe it or not, 4.5% is very high. In fact, I don't know if you know, but 4.5% in the US is the highest rate across, even in Europe, right? I'm not talking about countries that have issues. But in the Western world, the US rates are extremely high. That's probably because our friend doesn't like too much Trump. So that's why he's trying to kind of say that we should be investing in small company stocks. But that's what it is. Small company stocks are very cheap, right? And why? Because the interest rate and the credit sensitivity. Small caps are more sensitive to high borrowing costs. So you need to take a look at small caps. You need to join this channel. You need to join this channel in order to understand what it is that we're trying to do here. So, small company stocks. Welcome to this channel and join this channel. I will tell you exactly where to invest, what to invest, and what are the risks. So click on that subscribe button. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you why you should invest in small stocks. It's very simple. Because no one else is. Small company stocks are underperforming. Small company stocks are cheap. So join this channel. Maybe you care about this company stocks or you don't. I have topics every day at 10 o'clock, and I discuss in detail what's going on. I'll tell you my view, and I give you the black swan view, which means what can possibly go wrong. Right now, it's very cheap. Join this channel if you want to know more about the risk in the stock market and to select stocks that you think are a good position. Right now, I would highly recommend small company stocks. Why should you recommend small company stocks? Because they're very cheap right now. So join this channel, join my Patreon channel, take a look at what I have. It's all free. Take a look at it. You don't have to do much work. You take a look at it, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. And what I'm telling you right now, they're very cheap. They are underperforming global company stock, global tech stocks, right? They by the largest margin in history. Would you believe that? Would you believe that, right? So which are the stocks that I would recommend? I would recommend GCT. Let me give you 7 names, right? Write it down. GCT is a good name. VMC is a good name. WGS is a good name. CALM, CALM, IDR, PNRG, DRD. All these companies are very cheap. Small company stocks are underperforming. So why are you not buying them? Well, because you're buying, or your fund is buying what everybody else is buying. Don't forget to join this channel, right? Everybody else is buying the same thing, and that's the problem. Because as everybody's buying the same thing, the stuff keeps going up, and everybody's forgetting the others. Why are you not buying? That's how you make money. You buy what people don't want. I mean, I make sure that you know what it is. Like, for example, when I'm talking about GCT, right, all these 7 companies that I have are very, very, very cheap. Okay, we know that, but these companies are performing well. They have growth, they have low debt, right? They have low debt, and also they are in a very interesting business. For example, DRD and IDR, if you go in my Patreon channel, you'll see them. It's free, by the way, the Patreon channel. You will see, take a look at them. You don't have to buy, you just look. And you will see that they have growth and they have low debt, right? And they're an interesting business. And overall, you're benefiting from the fact that these companies are undervalued. You want undervalued companies, so don't forget to subscribe. Don't take a look at the in my Patreon channel. My Patreon channel, believe it or not, by now I have a total of 300. How many posts do I have here? I think I have, if you go in, I got 373 posts on my Patreon channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I will tell you exactly what I think about the market, the risk, and everything else, and it's free. I got 373 posts, but they're broken down into charts, inflation, stock screener, oil prices, the 10-year treasury yield. I give you my portfolio so you get to see what's happening, right? Because most of the time when you're listening to these people online on Bloomberg, and that drives me nuts, you never see their portfolio. They tell you, yeah, go buy Tesla. Tesla is very cheap. No, 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 no. Don't buy Tesla. That's no good. Why? How does that have to do with the portfolio? We need to fit down the portfolio. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You can't just have 1P among 500. You need to know exactly what the goal is. And frankly, you should also ask them, what is your performance? And their performance is no good, because 80% of portfolio managers do not beat the stock market. So right now, my friend, take a look at small caps. Why? I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you want to take a look at those small caps. First of all, they're very cheap. No one is looking at them. Nobody's buying them. They are underperforming the tech stock by the largest margin in history. So why would you not look at those? Subscribe to this channel, so every day, twice a day, I'm going to come in and I'm going to show you exactly what my thoughts are. And then you can judge what you think, what's happening, right? Right now, what's happening, obviously, there's a whole story about the tariffs. The tariffs, the tariffs, the tariffs. Forget the tariffs. Why? Forget the tariffs because Trump is doing exactly what he's wanted to do, which is what? Collect the money from those countries. Okay? So the same reason I'm explaining to you that, and I'm telling you what's really going on, which is it has nothing to do, Trump doesn't care about the fact that this guy in Brazil, the president, is being indicted, and then therefore he's going to charge 50% to Brazil. He doesn't care about that. What he cares about, only one thing, to bring the money in. And this is the same type of analysis I'm giving you here for those small company stocks. I want you to understand what it is that they do. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at GCT. Well, let's take a look at who's doing well right now. You know what? IDR. IDR is up 34% in my portfolio. And in fact, it's up. It was $13 not too long ago. It's up $17. Okay. What's going on? Well, basically, if you take a look at their sales figure, 5, 6, 9, 13, 25, all the way up. What's happening? Well, basically, it's gold. It's a gold situation. I mean, the company is doing fantastic. Which rare earth? This IDR. Oh, wait a second. You know what? IDR is actually rare minerals. That's the reason why. Wow, what a great pick I had. IDR, Idaho Strategic Resources, rare minerals. Take a look at this, my friend. Do not pass this opportunity because, oh wow, they do gold production, they do rare earth elements, and they do thorium. That's why the stock is going up. So wow, even better than I thought. I'm amazing. So IDR is gold plus rare earth mineral. In fact, I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy some right now because I think IDR is the way to go. Wow, I can't believe I did this. It was 13 at $17. Damn it. And it's already up 5% today at 10 a.m. 5% IDR. Now, how good can it be? Well, I mean, I'll tell you, I mean, the highest thing has been is $19. So, okay. Now, of course, you're going to say, but maybe it's too expensive. I don't know. The P ratio is 28 and the forward P is 22. The market cap is 248 million. 248 million market cap. That's a very small stock. That thing is going to explode. Wow, I should have bought the stock. Right? And that's what you want to do. What is the idea? Take a look at IDR, take a look at technology, take a look at DRD. Small company stocks are the way to go. Why? Because they're currently underperforming. Take a look at IDR. IDR is a small stock, right? Take a look at GCT, obviously, VMC, WGS, and Comfood. That's what you want to do. You want to understand what's happening in the market. You want to know what it is that's making the money. And what's making the money right now is what people are not doing. Small company stocks. Why? Small company stocks are undervalued. So join my channel today. Join my channel and I will tell you exactly what you need to do in order for you to make money in the stock market. How do you make money in the stock market? You buy what nobody else is buying. And right now, no one is buying small company stocks. In fact, small company stocks are underperforming the market. That's what you want to do. You want to buy things that are underperformance. But underperformance only simply means, it doesn't mean it's bad. It simply means that no one understands that what's driving it. So why not take it? Why not actually get involved in the market? So join this channel. Join this channel and I would explain to you exactly what to do. I will show you the risks in the market. I will explain to you very clearly what's going on. Every day I come in at 10 o'clock and then at lunchtime, and I look for all the risks that are involved in this process. And it's important. Why? Because you want to know what's happening in the market. So right now, small company stocks are very cheap, which is fantastic, right? What do you mean small company stocks? Small company stocks are very cheap. Join this channel and I will explain to you exactly how it's done. I will tell you exactly what to look for. What do you need to look for when you look at a small company? You want to make sure it has low PE, it's got high growth, it also has good business, Write down IDR. Take a look at the company right now. The company's. How you doing? What I'm doing is that I'm telling you exactly what it is that you need to invest in right now. You need to take a look at small company stocks. Small company stocks right now are underperforming mega tech stocks by the largest margin in history. And don't forget to join this channel. Now, hey, Subhab, how you doing? So what does it mean? Take a look at a company called IDR. It's gold and it's rare mineral. And believe it or not, right now the stock is up 5%. And if you belong to my small Patreon channel, you would see that I recommended the stock last week. So join this channel for me to tell you about the next black swan. I am looking for risk in the market and opportunity. Although I think my subscribers tend to like better when I found risks, like what's going on with the Israel-Iran war, what's going on with the tariff, what's going to happen with the debt, and all these things. But you could also look for opportunity in the market as well. Don't just assume that it's all bad. No. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. What's happening, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about right now is I'm going to give you 5 reasons. I'm going to give you 7 stocks. 5 reasons why you need to get involved in small company. First of all, they are grossly undervalued right now. Take a look at it. Go in the market. Take a look at small company stocks, companies that have a market capitalization of less than $2 billion, like IRD, for example. Right. Second, they are growing a lot. And that is something that you want to do. They're growing a lot, but unfortunately, nobody's paying attention because everybody's focusing on the S&P 500. 3, low debt. I am looking for low debt. And these companies that I have tremendous amount of low debt, right? I'm talking about GCT, talking about VMC, IDR, great companies. That is a fantastic opportunity for you, my friends. That's what you want to do. I want my subscribers to make money. I want you to make money. So what do? I look for risks in the market, like what's going on with the tariff, what's going on with the debt, and all that. But I'm also providing you advice and telling you which stock sounds very interesting. And right now, you want to take a look at the small company stocks. Forget Nvidia. You missed that boat, right? And right now, small company stocks are underperforming the S&P 500. That is the time to buy. You make money when everybody else is selling. How much money I made from the stock market? Well, enough to live here and to travel all over the world, right? But I make money. The way I make money is I don't make money by picking stocks. Right. I mean, today I'm basically giving you some opportunities for long term, right? Like, for example, I'm talking IDR, gold and rare earth minerals. Right? I mean, but what I do also, which is more important, and I'll talk about it tomorrow, I also tell you about the risks. You need to understand risks because nobody focuses on risk. Everybody's focusing on trying to find the next Nvidia. It's too late for that. And frankly, the odds of or like the Bitcoin. Oh, I wish I had Bitcoin. It's worth 100,000. If I had bought $1, I'd be a millionaire. It's too late. You can't think that way. You cannot think in terms of profit and revenues and making money one stock at a time. What you need to worry about is building a portfolio and then making sure that it is bulletproof, right? Make sure that you understand the risk that you're taking. Make sure you know how to protect your portfolio. The same way you buy insurance for your house. That is what you need to do. That is what's the most important. So I want you to join my channel. Right? I want you to join my channel and also join my Patreon channel because there I have more time to explain to you what's going on. Here, on average, you'll focus like 30 seconds. I mean, what do you learn in 30 seconds? You don't learn anything. Okay, so all I could tell you in 30 seconds is this: buy small company stocks, join my Patreon channel, subscribe, make money in the stock market by buying when everyone else is not buying, and take a look at GCT, VMC, WGS, COM, IDR, PNRG, and DRD. That's my speech in 30 seconds for you to make money. I mean, just write it down, right? Write these 7 stocks down, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because as you're subscribing to this channel, you will find out the risk in the stock market. You will find out exactly how to make money in the stock market. You will find out where the risk in the stock market, right? Here's a good question from Suboth. But why stock? Why not property investment? And I want to know which is good stock market and property which you think about. Okay, right now in the U.S., what I recommend, and take a look at it. I mean, take a look at small company stocks. Take a look at all small caps, less than $2 billion. Suboth, my friend, right? Less than 2 billion in stock prices in market cap. Take a look at these 7 names, right? GCT is one. I'm going to put them all eventually in the comments. VMC. VMC is a great company if you want to bet on US infrastructure. If tomorrow Trump decides to start investing in roads like Biden wanted to do at one time, that stock is going to do great. WGS, all about diagnostics. CALM, CALM, it's all about food. IDR, that's my best pick right now. Gold and rare earth mineral, which are very important because you need them in order to build weapons in the US, and the US doesn't do enough of that. PNRG, which is oil and gas, and DRD, which is gold. Here are 7 names. Take a look at them. Now, as far as property investment, I don't know how many properties. The only thing is that what I don't like about them, right, is that there's a lot of risks that you are not able to measure when you buy properties, right? When you bring somebody into your house and then you want to rent the property to them, it's a very, very difficult process because 1, you need to make sure you get the rental money. 2, you want to make sure you don't spend too much money fixing the house. I had houses where if you didn't spend any money and if these people paid all the time, the return would be 40%. Okay, but then by the time you have loss of rent and then you have expenses, we go from 40% down to 20%. So I was making 20% return on the investment. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, but what are the risks that you're taking? What are the liability risks that you're taking when you're doing rental property? That is a lot. It's a lot easier to go and buy small company stocks, right? You just buy and just hold, rather than mess around with people that you don't know, and then you have to rent, and then you have to worry about the toilet being. Trust me, it's cleaner to get in the stock market, but you need to understand the risk. And like everything else in life, when you're crossing the street, right, you're looking left, you're looking right, and then you cross the street. But it's the same thing. Otherwise, it's a very, very dangerous thing to do. So right now, as a topic of this YouTube video is basically that I want you to take a look at small company stocks. Small company stocks are underperforming a lot the stock market. Let me tell you some numbers that I've seen this morning, which are totally amazed to me, right? I mean, it's crazy how much it's undervalued. So basically, small company stocks right now, right? Although be careful because they're starting to move, right? Because in June, S&P rose 3.8%, but the Russell rose by 5.4%. But still, year over year, the year-to-date return of the small caps is about 1%, while the S&P is 16%. Well, let me buy 16%. It's too late. You should have bought it in January, not now, because the market has forgotten you people, right? The second thing is a June performance, 5.4% for Russell 2000 and 3.8% for S&P. That gives me the feeling. That gave me the feeling that the S&P, the Russell 2000 is starting to move. So I've started to buy stocks, and I have them in my Patreon channel, which is free. Okay. And then, of course, it looks like there's a spring rebound for small cap, but still, the small company stocks are trading at a discount. So keep that in mind, my friends, and join my channel.